Salut à tous nos special friends, nos amis d'IvoireTV.net. Eh bien, encore une fois, nous sommes à Harlem, à l'Apollo, où il y aura le 16 la venue de TIKEN JAH FAKOLY. Comme vous le savez tous, l'Apollo a une grande histoire avec les Africains américains. Encore une fois, ils vont honorer l'Afrique en invitant TIKEN JAH FAKOLY, votre artiste favori, qui va donc se produire ici même à l'Apollo le 16. Nous allons donc à la rencontre de ses organisateurs, particulièrement Madame Laura Greer, qui est donc l'assistante productrice de l'Apollo Theatre. Suivez-moi. With the organizer of the coming up event that will happen here at Apollo on the 60th of this month, June. And I'm here with Alex, that you already seen, and the wonderful lady, Laura Greer, which is the assistant producer for the Apollo Theatre. Hi, how are you today?
I'm well, thank you very much.
Hi Alex, how are you?
Ça va tout le monde. TIKEN JAH, on est là avec Laura.
Okay. So Laura, how actually did you hear about TIKEN JAH FAKOLY?
Well, I heard about him actually through Alex, of course, and Alex and Sandra Bell, who are helping us to organize this event here at the Apollo, mentioned him to me, but it was after many months of researching many different artists that we were thinking about bringing to the Apollo. And when they mentioned TIKEN JAH, what interested me was, of course, the idea that this artist was so big in reggae, and the Apollo having had a history or a moment with a number of reggae musicians, and in particular with Bob Marley. And when I found out that they called him the Bob Marley of Africa, I said this is a perfect opportunity, and that's how it happened. And let me also say, I know that he was here in the States last summer, and I heard wonderful things about his performance at the park.
At the Central Park. All right. So actually, what do you like the most about that artist, besides the fact that you heard about wonderful things that he did? What do you really like about him?
What I think is so important about the music, and particularly about reggae, is the message. And that TIKEN JAH in his African Revolution is really speaking about really important political and social issues, and that is very important to what we do here at the Apollo. We want to have artists that actually speak to current issues and current concerns of people of color. And so that was what drew me and the organization to have him represent this particular program at the Apollo. And in addition, because it is the 50th anniversary of Jamaican independence, it also seemed like a wonderful connection between Africa, the continent, the diaspora, and the U.S.
So we will come back to what will happen here on the 16th. The word is already out. Everybody will come. What should the public expect from the Apollo people and from the artists?
Well, that's a really good question, and a hard one, because this is my first time seeing TIKEN JAH perform live. I've seen a lot of videos. I think it will be a very moving experience coming to the Apollo. For many artists, when they come here for the first time, because it represents such an important place in black music history, they are very moved by the opportunity to perform on such a historic stage. So I hope that he will be moved by that, and that of course the audience will be in love love with seeing him perform here in Harlem. So having him on the historic stage of the Apollo and here in Harlem, I hope that he will, bring everything that he has for a wonderful evening. In addition, we have CANNABIS Cup, which is a group for Jamaican reggae. Mm-hmm. So we have the root and we have the extension of that, and that's very important for us.
Right.
And I think that people will understand that and have a wonderful evening.
Definitely. So we think that that's probably the first step, or a step that will actually bind a relationship between the Apollo and the African diaspora. How do you intend to maintain that relationship?
Yeah, well, it is the intention of the theater to continue to do programming that represents not only the African American experience, but the African diaspora experience, and in particular the people that are here in our community. So whether it's Senegalese, Ivorian, I hope I got that right, people from Mali, people from Guinea, but also Puerto Rico, Dominican, all of that is very important to what we want to be able to represent here at the Apollo. Over the last couple of years, we've had Salif Keita, and that was wonderful, from Mali, and amazing experience. And we have a couple of programs planned for the fall and for the winter, which I can't talk about yet.
Okay.
But I hope that people will be pleased and surprised.
Good. It is good to know.
Africa united, comme le Royaume-Uni. On pourra contrôler, on sera respecté. Nous pourrons dialoguer, on pourra s'imposer. Ça va les étonner de nous voir évoluer. Africa united. Africa united, my Africa united, Africa united, comme les États-Unis.
Besides the fact that you heard about TIKEN JAH, you inviting him, do you know Ivory Coast actually?
I do. Thank you for asking me. My first trip to Africa was to the Ivory Coast, and I went there to a major music festival, and this was way back in the late 90s. It was the Massa Music Festival, and it was enormous, and it was all over the city. I stayed at the Hotel Ivoire, which was very lovely, and but I had an opportunity to see musicians from so many different parts of Africa, and that was such an important trip for me as a personal journey, but also professionally, because so many of my colleagues, American colleagues, they were also able to go to Massa and identify a number of musicians and artists to bring to the States. I also went back there again. I went to 2 Massa festivals, and then I don't know what happened. It's no longer, but I hope that the Ivory Coast and Côte d'Ivoire will bring back that festival, because I think it was such an important opportunity to bring people together from the U.S., from all over the world actually, and have them come to the Ivory Coast and experience such a beautiful city.
Tes enfants de main de Babylone, je suis fatigué, je suis fatigué. Je suis fatigué. fatigué.
So we actually almost at the end of the interview, so the last word will be to you guys, the message that you have for all our audience, people that will want to come on the 16th of June to be able to see the wonderful things happening here at Apollo.
Well, we are hoping that all the community, everybody from Côte d'Ivoire, Guinea, Mali, Burkina Faso, all Africa, and then Jamaican, and Puerto Rican, like you say, everybody from Harlem come to TIKEN JAH FAKOLY show, because this is one show that we don't want to miss. It's a very important man coming to America, and he coming with a message. I think the most important thing that I think we say about TIKEN JAH is that it's building school for children. And we want to help him. We want to go all the way to help him. Every time he made a concert, he called like one concert, one school. Because when he was in Africa, he realized one day that he saw the children in the street. He said, what are you doing here? The children said, we cannot go to school because the school is too far. So he decided with his money that he's going to help to build school for the children. So I want everybody to come and support TIKEN JAH at the Apollo on the 16th. Thank you.
And you, Laura?
I too want everyone to come on Saturday, June 16th, here at the Apollo Theater at 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale at our box office or through the internet, through Ticketmaster. So we hope people will buy those tickets. But we also want to, with this type of performance, we want to make sure that people know that the Apollo has this very long-term intention to diversify what it is that we do. But we will only do that, and we will only be able to continue to do that if people support this effort. So we really do want everybody to come out and enjoy the evening and have a great time. And you will never have this particular Apollo experience again. And so please come out and enjoy the performance.
Thank you. Alors, rendez-vous tout le monde ici à l'Apollo le 16 juin à partir de 20h. C'était Estelle Yesso depuis ivoiretv.net. Merci.
Ethiopian, Rastafari, I know you're Congolais. Tout ce pays ont des richesses culturelles qui nous appartiennent. La mosquée de Jenny, le lac Victoria, les dunes du Sahara, les forêts du Congo, les barreaux du Sénégal. Le monde que le mondial. Je suis black américain. Je suis brésilien. Madeleine. Guadeloupe. Havana. Dominica. Mr. Haïtien. Mr. Trinidad, Mr. Jamaica, we are African, proud to be African, and we are black man, proud to be black man, and we are Rastaman, proud to be Rastaman. To be African. Thank you very much.
Vous l'avez découvert ici. Encore un hit que vous avez découvert. Ivoire TV. Ivoire TV.